In 3, 2, 1. With temperatures in the mid-90s and the humidity absolutely 100%, this 4th of July is shaping up as a kind of day that could be really hard on these big power plants. Flat water like this makes it awfully tempting to go full throttle up all day long, and that's the kind of thing that could thrash one of these engines. Yeah, this boy's in Smyrna better look at changing the date of that rate. They won't get much of a showing. That'll be a national race. They're hotter than hell, but they work. Like the one of these? Yeah. I'm wearing under my helmet. Figured out there, Pepper? Oh, yeah. We just got to make sure we point the map in the right direction now and be in good shape. Okay.
You want to put that start? When it right in front of the throttles.
Okay.
Or
shift just to the right of the speedo there.
Actually, you can put it on the flat of the deck.
Okay.
Right above the control.
All right.
Or above the speedo, you know,
right.
on the flat of the deck.
No problem.
There's the front layer. You already got your clear with me?
Yeah, we're
you should have
sealed.
Clear so you didn't want to do that. If not, you can use that there. There's Mark.
Mid-80s, high 80s, huh? With it?
Yeah. Full of fuel right now. It's trying about 78.
Is that the same boat?
Nope.
Yeah.
Brand new boat.
New boat?
Yeah.
Where's the old one?
It got sold. It's up in North Florida. Sold it without the motor. We just put the motor in this one. Running pretty good for the outboards. They really are. The new Johnsons are great. They got torque like you wouldn't believe. A real good throttle response.
I'm over and riding it one day with you. We can see where it goes.
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you.
Morning.
Wind's kicking up.
I'll call for it.
Right over the right corner. Back.
10 feet apart. I like to see it myself. I hope this is one of them.
Yep.
I think it will. I like the way you handle the meetings, by the way. I've never seen you referee before. First time, yeah. Very authoritative. You know, the only way I'll be back is if I have a flag. If I have a flag, they'll walk me in. Right, guy? Real nice. Michael?
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Have a safe race.
Thanks, Michael. You want to take my picture? Did they pick my sneakers? Good luck. My purple sneakers? My trademark?
I love you. But don't let Charlie see that.
Fine. Not the note box. Rain X-ray.
That's what I got.
All right. Can you get it?
Look at the race.
Leave the duct tape in the boat.
Good.
Right. Yeah, but I want to
Time to
race
get
with it.
serious.
Leave it in, you know.
Okay, but I'm gonna.
Hey, how you doing?
Getting ready to go here.
No. Because anyhow, the compass is lined up. Well, no, I'm fine. I'll look up over there. I'm only going to look once, and once I know that's it. It's kind of fast out there, so we're going to tight enough as well, though. Doesn't get a lot of vibration with the sea.
Lovely, huh? That
after mine. I hope I get her back here in time. I will. I can't believe it. Can't believe it.
Unbelievable. Alice, we can do anything to get you in a drink. Pretty hot out here today. Budweiser out. Straight out. I guess what we want to do is we'll start on the outside, all the way down there. Yeah. Just run for the point because we're going to the inside.
More likely.
We'll just keep pushing them that way too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm scared to pull out late. I reckon keep on pushing them.
Yep.
At one point. By the time you see them, we can see them coming behind.
I'm sure it wasn't a racer, it had to be somebody else.
A couple of weeks ago, you said anybody around literally.
They took it literally. But we're going to get on, we'll get ready. We're going to have the moment in the water and we're going to race. May not be with the props we want, but we're going to make it happen. Sabotaged or the props gone, we can't race, however you want to look at it. We hope.
Bill, congratulations.
All right.
How
Yeah.
you feeling?
Go Hooters, man. I tell you what. It was first 3-4 laps really competitive. That tequila boat came out of nowhere. Where'd those mass guys come from? I tell you what, you know, they got ahead of us a little bit, and then we decided we're going to have to really get aggressive to win the thing. We, of course, want to thank good Lord for giving us Hooters to be such a good sponsor. And Hooter Girls gave us some really good, company the other night, and all that kind of good stuff. And we're just glad to win this 4th of July at Sarasota. We came in second last year, but you know, Roger said we got to win it this year, and we brought it home.
Now, you couldn't have picked a more American thing to do. Spirit of Houston, red, white, and blue, 4th of July. This is America.
Well, all things happen for a reason, you know, I guess. We're just glad to be back on the dock.
Got one more thing, Bill. What was it like for you out there during the race? What were the conditions? I mean, and when did you know you had it won?
We were really concerned all the way through the 3rd, maybe the 4th lap. The last lap, the tequila boat, I couldn't see them in my rearview mirrors. We didn't know whether they were tucking behind us, getting under a rooster tail and hiding from us, and planning to open it up at the last minute. That's how we lost it to the Arabs last year. Extremely hot in the canopy, so well over 110 degrees. I'm just exhausted. Cool seats went out. They didn't work. We're just exhausted. I can't say that we just kept the hammer down all the time. We didn't let up because we didn't know who was behind us. So we really didn't know who won or who. When we didn't know that we won maybe after the race, and we stopped the boat and we saw some of the boats behind us across the finish line. It was just exhausted, you know.
Bill, thanks a lot.
We can't keep up with you guys. You're too fast. You guys are way too fast, You want that? You guys, that was really fun. Congratulations, Kirk. It's really a shame that these big blocks are so much slower than the small blocks. Yo, yeah. Well, who kept on going like this?
Dave, we got champagne, right?
Yeah, right now? Okay, all right.
Alan?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great
Feels-
race. What was it like for you guys?
I'll tell you what, we had a lot of stiff competition from right here. You saw them, they were ahead most of the time. Luckily, we could kind of get them in the turns once in a while, but it's a tough race.
How did it feel to you during the race? I mean, did everything feel good to you?
Oh yeah, everything felt good. We were trying our hardest out there, and as luck would have it, we won.
Got the checkered flag and the
You bet.
American flag on the 4th of July.
That's right, and that's what counts.
Congratulations. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Jeff's first open class win in the Budweiser, I believe, as a Budweiser boat.
What's his name?
C. A was here Archer Marine A5.
Got another rope? Yeah. Okay, throw it over. Show our ropes.
Tom, catch it back.
Right beside you. Don?
Nigel, you're all wet here, buddy.
Hey, this is a good idea. How clean's the water?
Was he on the team? Who's driving?
I was driving.
Oh, you're driving?
Yeah. Hey, man, you did a great job.
Keep running it. That looked good. Just strong.
You made some boat there.
Good race.
Thank you.
Real good.
When did you know you had it, Nigel?
From the beginning, really? No. The boat was just, the boat was running really good. It was really easy for the Scarab today. You have to give me a second, I'm exhausted.
Okay, yeah, Tom, I'll let you out.
Work with you over here?
Sorry?
We get to work with you over here?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just catching my breath.
Better now?
Yeah, a little bit better, yeah, recovered.
You said you were working hard all day. Who was it you were working against?
The weather, really. I'm not used to this high temperature, high humidity. It doesn't get this hot in England, but it was a good race, though.
Right out of the gate, you guys ran strong. Who was your competition out there?
Well, I just wanted to see. I hadn't really raced against any of these other boats before, so I wasn't too sure what they could do. So we just kind of sat there and see how well they did, and knowing that we could probably pull it on towards the end of the race. A couple of boats, I think, fell out.
Scott Free, we were following them for a while. And then they broke down.
Was running really good.
And then Frank's Marine
You got wet.
caught up to us there and made us work for the end. It was really tight, and they ran a good race.
At what point did you know you had the race? When did you know?
Not until the last final turn and the finish line was in sight. Frank's Marine wasn't that far behind us still, and they run real strong. So we had to work for it.
Yeah, it was a flat course. Was there any special preparations you did to the boat to make it better?
No, not really. We just kept pretty much the same setup we used for the kilo run and ran it.
We're rolling. Hey, Jason.
How many boats started?
72 altogether in the whole race. 16 B boats. 16 Bs. Happy 4th of July, America.
With 16 boats in the fleet, how was it to finish off in first place?
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I probably wanted this race more than anything. There was a lot of people who thought Corpus Christi was a fluke that we'd win, and Wellcraft is our major sponsor and put this thing all together for us. So it's like winning in your hometown, which makes you feel real good. We had brand new engines, and the crew did a great job. It was really an error-free race. The boat ran perfect. Lily and I were right out in front as usual, and something must have happened to him. He must have broke after the first lap. I don't know, but it was a great race. We just conserved the equipment and just ran a real conservative race. The rest of the time, kept the equipment together, and here in Victory Circle. I love it.
Did you make any changes to the boat with the flat weather?
No. In fact, we kept the same props on whether it's rough or flat. We do have new motors in it, which tend to. The boat just really wants to run. I mean, it's running as soon as it's ever run. So we were turning probably in the mid 80s with full fuel, and then it lightened up to probably maybe 90 miles an hour on the stretch coming in, maybe over 90. So that's the best it's ever run.
What point did you know you had the race?
Right when we crossed the finish line, because power play wasn't too far behind. So if there was something was going to go wrong, they would have closed in a matter of seconds. I think they probably were only 30 seconds behind us. So it was B class is probably the most competitive division out there in the country. So it makes you feel good when you win.
That was one of the fastest boat races I believe I've ever seen in my life.
Well, Sarasota has probably the fastest offshore course here in the U.S., and I think 8 of the 10 course record lap speeds are held here. Be interesting. I haven't got any of the statistics, but John D'Elia was special edition. I think it was 4 years ago. Had an average lap speed of 115. So we'll see what today turns out. But boy, they were cooking, weren't they?
I'll tell you, we were flying in a helicopter, and we could not keep up with the Budweiser boat. He was running at least 120.
Well, I think it's also interesting. Recovery, I think given another lap would have been up. I think we would have had a tremendous dogfight, but because he looked like he was knocking about 45 seconds to almost a minute off of every lap trying to close it on him. But unfortunately, he ran out of water, so to speak.
What does a race like this one do for this sport? I mean, it has to say good things about it.
Well, we think so. We kind of call ourselves the Indy 500 of offshore, and we're already starting to plan for our 10th or our Diamond Jubilee next year. We've really got we're going to try do something totally spectacular for offshore, and we'll be making that announcement later at 5 o'clock at the awards banquet. But we pride ourselves, Sarasota, and all of our 2,000 volunteers in our club, and all these fantastic guys that turn out here to come out here and just to have a good time and give everybody the best in professional offshore racing.
One more thing, so many fans here. I mean, an incredible number of spectator boats lined up out there. That had to be a pleasing sight.
It is. I just spoke with the Sheriff's Department. There was about 2,000 spectator boats at the south end of the course. The Beach Patrol said that the beaches were probably the largest they've seen ever for offshore here. And, of course, the north end of the course, I believe you guys were up there, and there was probably another 1,000+ boats up there. No problems. Everybody had a good time. I know of nothing, and we're just thrilled to be able to do this.
Don, thank you so much.
Okay.
So, you ready to go? Unbelievable racing here. I mean, it's some of the best racing I've ever seen. What was it like out there today?
You know, it was incredible. As I heard one of the helicopters going 130 miles an hour, and nobody could keep up with it. Nobody could keep up with the boats.
Tell me about the Budweiser boat. I mean, a great race for them.
The first time that Budweiser, a sponsor boat, ever won an offshore race. Incredible. Jeff Sofer did a great job out there. Had a substitute Italian driver, one of the UIM people from Europe. Just incredible race for the Budweiser team.
How about in the pro stock class? I mean, Houston, the Spirit of Houston, just pretty much ran away with it there.
You know, not only did they run away with it, Steel Lightning, and big rival between Steel Lightning and Houston. Steel Lightning ended up with a gear case problem 5 minutes before the race, brought it over to the cranes, pulled it out of the water, in 5 minutes changed the gear case, got back on the race course, went through the start finish, got the points, and was pretty competitive for a while, but this was definitely Spirit of Houston's race. I mean, they from start to finish, they were there. They had a little competition with, I don't remember the name of the boat.
Yeah.
But,
Tequila.
With the Tequila boat, and that's a new entry on the APBA circuit this year. I mean, came out and stayed ahead actually for a couple laps. I think left Houston, so just some incredible competition.
What about the Big Scarab boat? I mean, went out there and just cruised home.
Just without a doubt, they won the Corpus Christi race earlier this year. Without a doubt, very, very competitive boat. They set a kilo record here last year. They just screamed all the way through. Same engine package as the InXS boat, yet they beat them by 2-3 minutes.
And of course, Agitator just tends to always be up front.
Yeah, the Dunhamans, what have they won? 15, 16 out of the last 20, something like that. Just incredible job again. Flying Tiger was with them for 2 laps. They ended up with a fuel pump problem. Agitator pulled out, and as was expected, they definitely did very well.
The one thing that I saw, a lot of breakdowns out there, a lot of attrition, I guess, due to the heat, due to the weather?
Yeah, it's 90 degrees, 90% humidity. Salt water, just not the same conditions as you had up in Lake Erie, without a doubt. Clearly not the same as up in the upper Atlantic there in Atlantic City. So different setup on the boats. First calm water race this year. First time anybody could really open it up. You saw that the catamarans clearly dominated. The V-bottoms Scarab boats did win, I think, 3 of the 8 classes. So without a doubt, they've shown their competitiveness in the calm water. But clearly the catamarans were outrunning the helicopters. Just a great speed fest out there.
Perfect. Gary? Okay, this is on. You ready to go?
Yep.
Boy, an unbelievable race. I mean, I've never seen a race so fast out there.
Well, we actually ran relatively conservative today. We built the boat to run races. We built an engine that would run races, and a lot of people accuse us of bringing a ringer motor out here because we upped the kilo record in this class by almost 10 miles an hour on Friday. And this is exactly the same motor, the same setting that we did the kilo record with. There's obviously a lot of reserve. We think there's more. I told the guys today to go out and run the motor, fuel the boat out, and then get in first place and just run hard enough to stay there. And that way we save the race. At this time, I told Nigel that we intend to race this motor without tearing it down for the entire season. And it makes 670 horsepower. And we think it's a relatively conservative setup for 468 cubic inches. It's not real high compression, and we think it's going to live. We're going to inspect it when we get home, but it's a new prototype that we've come up with out of Teague Custom Marine, which is my business, and we're quite happy with the results. We've got good power, we got good reliability. We'll change the valve springs probably at 3 races, maybe 4 races, and go the whole season.
Unbelievable performance on the 4th of July here. That has to make you sort of feel patriotic today.
Well, the thing that's funny is a week ago last Thursday, Craig Archer and I had the boat out at Lake Mead for the first time it was ever in the water with the wrong gears and the wrong props and everything, just trying to get the boat dialed in. When we came to the kilos, we said, I told him, I says, I think that we ought to run the 27 the 27 props with the 150 gears, and it was just on a guess. And that's the gear and prop setup that we end up setting the record with. And so everything has just kind of been, well, let's try this. And so far, there's a little bit of luck involved. Of course, I've been in the business for 25 years, so you know, we're also taking some experience. I'm a Grand National Marathon racer also, and basically what this engine is a result of a lot of experience in that sport, where you have to have a lot of power and an engine that'll go 100 miles at a time. And then combined with our offshore experience, and we just came up with a package that we know is going to set a new standard for this class. And that was our idea. We're hoping that some other people will come to us and say we need one of those.
Excellent. That's perfect. And one more thing, we've got the one of the next huge races coming up is New Orleans. I mean, that has to be something that you're really looking forward to going and doing.
Oh yeah, I feel that at this point, especially once we get the boat dialed in and Nigel gets a little more experience on his belt in the boat, that he will be able to pretty much handle any kind of water that'll come at the boat. And in 2 weeks, the boat's going to Ventura, and we have a race at Ventura, Western Region Pacific Offshore divisional race, and I expect to see him win there too. The boat's going to come back to our shop, and we're going to adjust the valves and change oil and run it.
Bob, thank you so much.